The Parr family has returned to a somewhat normal life after defeating their last big villain. But as always, normal doesn't last long. Bob is still adjusting to the idea that the world has mostly accepted superheroes again, while Helen is finding herself called into more missions than she expected. Violet is growing older, preparing for college, and wrestling with the balance between her powers and wanting to live like an ordinary teenager. Dash is still testing his limits, constantly pushing himself to run faster than ever before. And baby Jack continues to surprise everyone with his unpredictable and limitless powers, leaving the family both amazed and overwhelmed. One evening, a strange disturbance is reported in the city. A surge of strange energy that causes technology to malfunction. Screens flicker, cars lose control, and communication devices shut down. Bob and Helen investigate but find no clear villain to blame. The government believes it may be the rise of a new kind of threat, something beyond just a supervillain in a costume. It's a mystery that leaves the Parr family uneasy, especially since Jack seems oddly reactive whenever the energy surge appears. The little one giggles, as if he senses something hidden. At school, Violet struggles with her identity. She wants to go away to college and live her own life, but she fears leaving her family behind, especially Jack, who has grown incredibly attached to her. She secretly wonders if her powers will ever let her live normally. Meanwhile, Dash grows frustrated as his abilities outpace the challenges in front of him. He feels trapped in a world that can't keep up with his speed, both physically and emotionally. Their struggles reflect a family trying to move forward while still carrying the weight of being extraordinary. The mysterious energy surges begin spreading, growing larger and more dangerous. Frozone investigates with Bob, only to discover that a figure is harnessing the power of artificial intelligence fused with stolen superhero tech. This new villain, calling himself Vector Prime, believes the age of humans should end, replaced by enhanced beings powered by energy cores. Unlike Syndrome, who admired and envied supers, Vector Prime sees them as fuel, something to exploit and consume. His chilling plan unsettles the entire superhero community. Helen is quickly recruited into a global mission to contain the threat, and the family debates whether to let the kids join. Violet insists she is old enough to help, while Dash begs to finally prove himself. Bob, protective as always, resists, but he knows deep down that they can't shelter their kids forever. Jack's strange connection to the energy becomes harder to ignore, and Edna Mode warns that the baby may hold the key to either defeating Vector Prime or fueling his power. The family is caught in a moral dilemma unlike anything before. Violet takes on a leadership role when the kids sneak out to investigate on their own. She discovers that the surges are coming from hidden towers planted around the world, each one amplifying Vector Prime's technology. The kids narrowly escape a trap, forcing Violet to use her powers in new, creative ways to keep Dash and Jack safe. For the first time, she realizes that leadership isn't just about courage. It's about sacrifice and responsibility. Her confidence begins to grow. Meanwhile, Bob reconnects with Frozone as they face one of the energy towers. The fight is unlike anything they've faced before. Machines are controlled remotely, adapting to their every move. For the first time, Bob feels old, slower than he once was. He begins to doubt whether he can still be Mr. Incredible in this new era. Frozone reminds him that being a hero isn't about strength. It's about heart and resilience. Their friendship grows deeper as they push through the impossible. Helen discovers Vector Prime's true goal: to create a central core storm that will rewrite human biology, turning people into his enhanced soldiers. The plan would enslave billions under his control. She realizes that the only way to stop him is to disable the main control tower, but its defenses are far beyond anything she can handle alone. Knowing the family is stronger together, she makes the call. This fight will require every Parr, no matter the risk. The kids, thrilled to be officially included, join their parents in preparing for the final mission. Edna arrives with new suits tailored to Jack's unstable abilities, ensuring he can focus his chaotic powers. Jack, though still a baby, shows signs of understanding the gravity of the situation. His laughter gone, replaced by wide-eyed focus. Dash trains furiously, pushing his speed to break his old limits. Violet accepts her role, realizing she might need to make choices that could change her forever. The family launches their attack on the central tower. Bob smashes through waves of machines while Helen stretches through collapsing corridors to reach control panels. Violet generates massive protective domes to shield the others, but the strain nearly overwhelms her. Dash runs across energy beams at speeds no human should survive, dismantling key components of the structure. And Jack transforms in terrifying ways, phasing through walls, multiplying himself, and even unleashing bursts of raw energy. Vector Prime reveals himself fully, his body now fused with advanced technology, glowing with the stolen energy of dozens of captured supers. His voice is both human and machine, cold and ruthless. He mocks the Incredibles for clinging to outdated ideas of family and love, claiming evolution demands sacrifice. The family unites against him, each using their strengths in sync. It is not a single hero's victory. It is the bond of family that makes them strong enough to stand their ground. The fight grows desperate as Vector Prime overpowers them. Bob is nearly crushed, Helen is pinned, and Dash is injured when his speed backfires against him. Violet feels herself breaking under the weight of keeping her shields up. At that moment, Jack unleashes a burst of energy unlike anything seen before, disrupting Vector Prime's core systems. The villain reels, his power destabilizing. But the explosion threatens to take the entire city with it. Violet makes the hardest choice of her life, using every ounce of her power to contain the explosion in a giant force bubble. Her body trembles, her mind screams, but she refuses to let her family or the world perish. Bob and Helen support her, reinforcing her emotionally, while Jack channels his unstable energy to help stabilize the field. Dash pushes past his pain, running to dismantle the last tower nodes. Together, the family prevents total catastrophe. In the aftermath, the city is saved, but the cost is clear. Violet collapses, exhausted, and spends days recovering. Dash learns the weight of true responsibility, no longer eager to rush into danger without thought. Jack, though still a baby, becomes recognized as one of the most powerful beings alive, his innocence the only thing keeping the world safe from what he could become. Bob and Helen finally accept that their kids are no longer just children. They are heroes in their own right. The government honors the Parr family publicly, but the family themselves take little joy in it. They understand that the world is changing faster than they can keep up with. Supers everywhere begin training to face new technological threats, realizing that the age of villains in masks is gone. The dangers ahead will be bigger, smarter, and more complex. The Incredibles have set the example for unity in an era of uncertainty. As Violet prepares for college, she shares a quiet moment with her family. She admits she is afraid of leaving but knows she must grow on her own. Bob hugs her tightly, proud of the woman she's become. Helen assures her that the family will always be her anchor, no matter how far she goes. Dash promises to keep Jack in line, though everyone laughs at the impossibility of that promise. The moment is tender, bittersweet, and deeply human. Frozone visits, joking that he's getting too old for this, but secretly proud to have stood beside the family again. Edna, ever dramatic, insists that Jack will require more training than any super before him. She already begins sketching designs for the next generation of hero suits, hinting that the future may not belong just to the Parrs, but to all young supers rising. The film plants seeds for a broader superhero world beyond just one family. The film closes with the family walking out together, hand in hand, into the sunset. No capes, no glory, just a family choosing to face whatever comes next. And though the world now knows their names and their strength, what makes them truly incredible is the love that binds them. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. As long as they are together, nothing can break them.